Tony was doing $350,000 a year as a remodeler, kitchens, bathrooms, great work, but he was doing all the work himself. 60-hour weeks, bad knee, missing his kid's first birthday party. Then he discovered the sub-it-all strategy. 50% margins, no employees, no payroll drama. 18 months later, bankruptcy. So today I'm gonna go over Tony's journey, a hypothetical contractor based on real calls I've had with dozens of real contractors. So let's get into it. Tony was 38 years old. 10 years as a carpenter, 5 years running his own show, $350,000 a year revenue doing kitchen and bathroom remodels. He did most of the work himself with occasional day laborers, working 60-hour weeks, bad knee, missing his kid's birthday party, taking home maybe $8,000 a month after materials, tools, insurance. You can do the math. That's $30 an hour. His wife kept saying, "You need to stop breaking your back." But here's the thing. He tried hiring twice before. Both guys were disasters. Now he's terrified of payroll, workers' comp, and all the HR hassle. But he can't grow without help. He's stuck. So in late 2023, Tony's scrolling through his phone, sees a clip on TikTok. "Why are you doing all the work? Be the general contractor. Sub it all, make 50%. Tony thinks, holy smokes, that's the answer. Then he talks to another contractor who's doing it. Guy says that he subbed it out, made $40,000 in profit from 80 grand in revenue. 5 times what Tony's making. The math looks amazing. Because in his current way, $30,000 job, he does all the labor, nets $8,000, 27% margin. But this new way, this $30,000 job, he subs it out, nets $15,000, that's 50% margin, and he can do 3 jobs at once instead of 1. Tony starts subbing out trades he's not great at. First job, $45,000 kitchen, subs out cabinets, plumbing, electrical. He does the tile, coordination, and punch list. Makes $18,000 on 1 job, 40% margin. This feels pretty amazing. Month 5, Tony goes all in, stops doing any labor. "I'm the GC now, I'll coordinate." Takes on 3 jobs at the same time. Could never do that before. $120,000 in contracts. He projects 50% margin. That's $60,000 on paper. He's about to have the best quarter ever. Then the cracks appear. Job A, the electrician doesn't show up. Customer calls, "Hey, where's your guy?" Tony has no backup. He doesn't do electrical anymore. He just makes phone calls and prays. Job B, cabinet guy does sloppy work. Customer threatens a bad review. Tony's reputation is now the sub's work. Job C, plumber finds unexpected issues and wants more money. Tony pays because he can't afford delays. Here's what Tony's learning. He used to be the backup. Now he's just the middleman with no control or visibility. Customers are getting upset. He can't get good subs anymore because his reputation's tanking, and he's got 50% margin with 0 control. Month 9, job A customer threatens a lawsuit. Kitchen's been incomplete for 4 months. Tony's calling subs daily, begging them to show up. Here's where it gets ugly. He takes a new deposit from a new job D to pay job B on the overdue sub invoice. Month 10, now he's managing 5 simultaneous disasters. Every sub knows that he's desperate. They charge more or they ghost. So he takes deposit from job E to pay job D, job F to finish job E. And basically, it's a Ponzi scheme. He can't complete jobs without new deposits, spinning faster and faster, word spreading, other contractors won't refer subs. He's trapped in a cycle he can't escape. Month 14 to month 18, the collapse. Job A customer files a lawsuit. Job B customer files a mechanics lien. 3 subs file liens for unpaid work. Tony's bank account, $3,200 in the hole. Outstanding liabilities, $87,000. Files bankruptcy. Wife moves out. Truck gets repossessed. Same truck he bought when he thought things were gonna go good. A $350,000 business to bankruptcy in 18 months. So if you're watching this and you're thinking, I need to understand what to build instead, I got a free guide called The 6 Levels of a Contracting Business. It shows you exactly what to focus on at each stage, from solo operator to self-sustaining. Link is in the description. Grab it below. Because here's the thing. Let me break down where Tony went wrong and what you need to do instead. Mistake number 1, he confused margin with control. 30% margin with full control beats 50% margin with no control. Mistake number 2, he forgot that quality is the product. When you do the work, your reputation is your work. When you sub it out, your reputation is the sub's work. Tony just gave control of his reputation to the lowest bidder. His Google reviews went from 4.8 to 2.3 in 6 months. Mistake number 3, he scaled contracts, not capacity. Tony went from 1 job at a time to 5 jobs at a time, but his capacity to manage jobs didn't change. More contracts doesn't mean more capacity, it just means more chaos. He had no systems, no project management, no oversight. Mistake number 4, he had no backup. When you do the work yourself, you are the backup. When you sub everything out, you're making phone calls and just basically praying someone's available. Mistake number 5, he chased margin instead of building a business. Tony thought 50% margin was the goal, but 50% margin on jobs you can't complete equals 0. He should have been building a team, hiring, training, systems. Instead, he tried to skip the hard part and go straight to GC. So what should you do instead? You've honestly got like 2 real options. Option 1, stay solo, but do it right. Small job volume, higher quality, premium pricing because you do the work. Build systems for estimating, scheduling, and follow-up, and you can make 150 to 200,000 just as a skilled solo operator. It's not sexy, but it's sustainable. Option 2, build a team. That is the real path to freedom. Hire one good person, train them in your methods, your standards, pay them well, treat them right, and build systems so that they can work without you. Then hire the next person. This is slow, takes years, but it works. For example, year 1, it's you plus 1 helper. Year 2, it's you plus 2 helpers, you're still working. Year 3, small crew, you're transitioning to management. Year 4 to 5, you have multiple crews, you're off the tools. It isn't the fast path, but it's the path that actually works. Tony thought 50% margins was the goal. He was wrong. The goal is control. The contractors we work with who are thriving, they're not subbing everything out. They're building teams slowly, sustainably with systems that work. That free guide I mentioned, the 6 levels of a contracting business, it shows you exactly what to build at each stage. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more contractor stories. Cheers.